All right, so here we are. We are looking at, what we could really much describe as an elephant in the room. It says which expression is equivalent to x plus 2, which is fine, but then it's multiplied by a trinomial, not 2, but 3. So, everyone, this is where we think about this. When we think about multiplying and distribution, if you're only used to thinking about things as FOIL, this is where things can bite you in the butt. So here's what I mean. If I am, your average student who really relies on FOIL, they're going to think that when we write this down, x plus 2, and then we have 2x squared plus 3x plus 5. When you write this down, you might be thinking, okay, cool, let's do FOIL. But then you'll quickly realize, okay, first, outside, inside, last. If I follow that, do we all see that we completely ignored the 3x? Do we see that? If we treat this like FOIL, if we just assume that FOIL sticks to everything, do you notice how we completely ignore that 3x? Yeah, that's the big issue. That's one of the big issues, actually. Because the problem is, you're not following the principle correctly. The correct principle is make sure everything from one parentheses multiplies with everything from the other. One more time, everybody. Make sure that everything from one parentheses multiplies with everything from the other. Let me show you how graceful it is. So we'll do everything from one to the other. So x times 2x squared, that'll be 2x cubed. Because we just have x squared and x cubed. Okay, cool. Next up, we still have the x multiplying with the 3x over here. X times 3x, that'll be 3x squared. We're still not done with the x because we have to make sure that it still multiplies with the 5. X times 5, that'll end up being 5x. So that's part 1. Then part 2. Now we're dealing with the 2. We'll have the 2 multiplied by the 2x squared. That'll end up being 4x squared. We'll have, boom, 4x squared. Then up next, 2 times 3x, 6x. And then lastly, we have 2 times 5, and that'll be 10. So allow me to just take the 10 and just slap it right here at the bottom. Boom, there we go. And now what we're going to do is combine like terms. But notice what I did here, everybody. Notice what I did. Just make sure that every term multiplies with everything from the other. X to 2x squared to 3x to 5. 1, 2, 3. Then here, the 2 with the 2x squared, the 3x, and the 5. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because 2 times 3 is 6 total terms. All right, now let's go ahead and kick it here. We have the 2x cubed, no like terms, so we just write 2x cubed. Then up next, we have 3x squared and 4x squared. Help me out, everybody. 3 of these x squareds and 4 of these x squareds, combine them, and we get what? Yeah, we get 7 of them. So that's going to be 3 plus 4, 7x squared. Then up next, we have the 5x and the 6x. Those are like terms. 5 plus 6, that gives me 11. 11x. And then we still have that 10 at the end, plus 10, and look at that. I know this looked messy at first, but this is no different than two binomials when we just remember our rules. Make sure that everything from one parentheses multiplies with everything from the other. Boom. And that got us through here super smooth. And that's why I actually am against pure memorization like FOIL, because it doesn't help you when we change up just the 1 or 2 details. And so there we are, everybody. The correct answer to this one here is answer choice. Let me go ahead and find the right one. These all look the same. It's not C, it is B. Correct. There we go. The correct answer here is answer choice B. So great work, everybody. That was another one in the book. Next up, we have which expression is equivalent to x plus 46 all squared. All right, so when we're handling business here, like I've said in previous questions, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is thinking that the square or the power of 2 just means, hey, we're going to take this and just square the x and square the 46 and we're done. And that's not the case, everybody. Remember, what we need to do is understand that we have x plus 46 times itself times x plus 46. That's really what that means. So we're going to apply the same rules for distribution, and it's going to be x times x. Then we have x multiplied by 46. So that's 46x. Then we have 46x again. And then we have 46 times 46, which if I'm not using a calculator, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to look at my answer choices and make a deduction. The deduction is that 46 times 46 is 2116. So no need to waste any time. Test-taking strategies, when they're available, they work. So lastly, all we need to determine is what 46x plus 46x is. And that's just adding 46 times 2, or 46 plus 46, and that's just 92. So we have x squared plus 92x plus 2116, and that makes our correct answer for this one, answer choice C.